It's time for fun with watches with your friend, the Watchdog. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. It's time for fun with watches.
Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we have an unboxing for you, and this watch is not from AliExpress. This is going to be kind of a big deal for this channel. Let's start off the wrist check. I'm wearing this G-Shock GAV01 Alien Eyes. I just unboxed this watch. So if you haven't seen the unboxing video yet, be sure to check it out. And Greg was wearing my broken Podagar 1410. I just reviewed this watch, even though it's broken. So if you haven't seen the review, be sure to check it out. Because advertising money for the reviews is the only way I'm going to get any of my money back for this watch, since I can't sell it. Grego wants me to review his new numbered limited edition Airy Bust Descent watch. He said they are numbered 1 through 500 on the case back. I said, how come the one you showed me is 523? He said since he has 3 fingers on each hand, his ancestors learned to count in base 8 instead of base 10, so 523 is really 339. I said, doesn't 3 fingers imply base 6? He said his ancestors also used their ears. Alright, let's get this watch open. We got a fairly big box here. So, it seems like the more expensive you get, the less they care what the shipping cost is. And so they put these watches in big old boxes. I guess it's just easier. And it looks like we got tons of packing peanuts. So let's see if I can get this out of here without making a mess. Alright, this is an unboxing. So we got a little Smokey Bear. Get 10% off your order with code Vero 10 at checkout. Because this is a Vero watch Smokey Bear. I reached out to Vero and asked if they would send me a watch to review. And they are one of the few companies that actually said yes. Now this watch is on loan from Vero. I don't get to keep it. So this is not a sponsored video. I'm going to go with the rule now that if I have to return it, then it's not sponsored. So I didn't click the little sponsored button. But the box here says Smokey Bear wristwatch officially licensed. And it says automatic winding action inside. Comes with 2 straps, leather and canvas. So this looks like a fairly nice watch. And so, if not you, who? Since 1944, help prevent wildfires. I remember when I was in grade school, they were always handing out that Smokey the Bear comic book. That told you the story of Smokey the Bear. So if you haven't ever read that comic book, you should. Very informative. Only you can prevent wildfires. Wildfires, yes, should be prevented. My parents live fairly close to the Sierra National Forest, and that one goes on fire quite a bit. So I was never allowed fireworks during the 4th of July, that's for sure. My dad would have a fit. So let's see, this is an unboxing. So we have an additional strap, and it looks like it's a single pass, not a double, and I'm fine with single pass. All double does is add thickness to your watch. I don't really see the advantage of a double over a single. So it says Smokey. So here's the watch itself. Looks like we got some plastic on the crystal. And then we have a case back, if not you, who. It looks like we have quick release. So one thing about the quick release though is you're going to need additional spring bars to use this additional strap, because you can't pull the quick release spring bars out of this strap. That's no big deal. I got plenty of spring bars. So is this a manual one, not an automatic? it's ticking away. Yeah, it's kind of thin, so maybe it's not an automatic. Here, let me see if I can hear the rotor. No, I can definitely hear the rotor. This is an automatic. So I guess I should have just gave it a good shake first. So, yeah, here it is in all its glory. Seems nice enough. And it looks like we have a, I don't know, I'm not sure if this is bronze or if this is just a plated watch. So let's go ahead and put it on the wrist and see what it looks like. All right, I just looked at the Vero website. I figured I better do a little bit of research for this. I usually try to keep my unboxings on the fly, but this Vero is indeed bronze, so it will patina over the years. And it's got an NH38 in it, which is basically the no-date version of the NH35. So, no, it's, and this is the 80th anniversary watch. So let's go ahead and put it on the wrist now and see what it looks like. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. That looks nice. I only have 2 notches left though. But this watch strap is really stiff and needs some serious break-in. So I probably could go in one more once it breaks in. But still, that only leaves 3 notches left. So that this does not get the Johann seal of approval. And I don't know what I was thinking. Let me get these hands in a more pleasant position if I'm going to show you this watch. All right, here's the watch with the hands in a more pleasant position. It says only you up top. Has a little tree on the bottom. And we have military time because Smokey the Bear wears a Smokey the Bear hat. And if you've ever been in the military, that's what your training instructor wears when he screams at you during basic. Okay, well, thank you for watching my unboxing video, and I'll be back with a review. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel. And if you like this watch, I'll leave a link to Vero. I do not have an affiliate with them, but if you buy the watch, be sure that you tell them you saw it on Fun with Watches, and maybe they'll send me more. And I'd like to thank Vero for loaning me this watch. Not a lot of watch companies loan me watches, so it's always nice when I add one to my channel. And I'd like to thank my Members Choice members. Last time I looked, there was 11 of you, and I still haven't sold a Members Choice watch. But as soon as I sell it, be sure to join the Members Choice program, and then you get to vote on the next watch. Bye.